Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Now, this could be a chance. Nice bit of trickery. Neymar. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Shot could... He's had a shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Now, who's going to be first to this?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos looking to penetrate. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Kashiwa Reysol are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. What? He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Messi. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Yamal is onto this. Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Salah. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Salah. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. The muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vardiol. Oh, nice touch. Messi. And he's in on goal. Great chance! That's a little off target. Oh, that's a... And he shoots! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And here's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Stood up well to him there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hazard. Mohamed Salah. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Driving on and making good progress.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yamal in acres of space out wide. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's half-time here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Kashua Reysol really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Kashiwa Reysol are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Thailand, number 17, Christian Romero. Coming on to replace him is number 41, Rice.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Mohamed Salah could try cutting inside here. Oh, such a clever touch. It's Salah! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mohamed Salah is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Hazard. And he's intervened well there. He's found a way through. And the shot! And it's in! And the second half is off to a flyer. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Cannavaro with a fine tackle.
The perfect tackle. He's been superb.
Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. He's picked his way through. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. And the finish! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Thailand have the chance to go the other way. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're cut. Shot a goal! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's on his way. Lovely ball. Goes for a shot! And it's there! And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Thailand really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade.
Big chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Number 14.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Number 13. Hazard. Coming on the field. Number 8.
Maldini.
Kane.
Baresi.
Number 47. Phil Foden.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Messi. Half an hour gone in the second half. Van Bronckhorst. Roberto Carlos. Gets a good foot in there. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi aims beyond the shoots! Van Bronckhorst. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Caicedo has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get on the end of this? Messi! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Thailand have their second corner now. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off.
Oh, give it away! And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Mohamed Salah. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. He's got away. He is just caressing the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Caicedo. For Rice. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And Messi! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Thailand have their third corner. Kashiwa Resol are looking to go forward now.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Foden. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Out to the right. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos puts his foot on the gas. Oh, good spread. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, sweet feet.
Now it's Foden. Foden goes on a run down the left wing. That's good play. And this is Messi. And that will be the final act. Kashiwa Reysol, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
Please join me in
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Kashiwa Reysol definitely impressing me here.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super ball. Cross in, looks like a good one. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Salah. Played back into the centre. Mbappe. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kashiwa Resol, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is through here. Thuram gets good distance on it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Bronckhorst. Rijkaard, too strong for his opponent there. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Ambrosini. Nicely weighted ball. Played back in. Real chance! He's delivered all right! And Kashiwa Resol score first. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Kashiwa Resol are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Kashiwa Resol have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neymar, he's in a great position here. Van Bronckhorst. Roberto Carlos. Maldini. Baresi. And it's Neymar. Kashiwa Resol looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Dixon. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Raul. And it's made... And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Cannavaro. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Kashiwa Reysol happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Raul, now it's Villa. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Roberto Carlos, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Roberto Carlos. And it's Salah. Rijkaard. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Dixon. More and more pressure on the ball here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
No, it's come to nothing. Can he spark a counter here? That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Looking for the run, and he's well positioned here. That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's been caught on it here, and he's lost his man here. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Goes for a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! AC Milan are all square. And that really is so, so impressive. Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Ibrahimovic gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Neymar, he's found a way past. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been knocked clear. Van Bronckhorst. This looks promising. It's Cruyff.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's Ibrahimovic! And they're quick to get it back.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely aimed pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ambrosini. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ambrosini is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's intervened well there. He's through, now is he in? Takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ambrosini. Mateus. Now this could be a chance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Numero 2 viene sostituito con il numero 10, Ronaldinho.
Nice physical challenge. Now that's well seen too. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Van Bronckhorst. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Kashiwa Reysol certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And it's Ronaldinho. Salah. Couldn't squeeze it through. Veron. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good spread. And it's Lam. Clipped into space. Flashes it across. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Veron. Looking for options for movement. And he's gone looking for safety. Ball's out once more. Lam gets into some space. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's managed to get rid. Nicely aimed pass. And they can counter here.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Always played it in low, brilliantly cut out.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ronaldinho. Spread it left. Now that looks a decent ball. Back into the middle. Oh, nice touch. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right? Inter clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Dixon. Van Bronckhorst. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Mbappe, he has found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Roberto Carlos. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Mohamed Salah. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he latch on to this? Mbappe has it in a wide position. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
He went for the curler. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Protagonista di comportamenti inappropriati sarà immediatamente allontanato.
That gets things going for the second half.
Kashua Reysol have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And a shot! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Veron. Lam delivers the ball, and he's cut it out.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Lam just loves to go forward whenever he can. Tries to play it through. And this is Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Veron. And here's Roberto Carlos. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Nice looking ball. Roberto Carlos. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. That's a good ball. Nicely spread. Lahm plays it, climbs up big! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Makaleli, spread out to the left, played back into the centre. Taken back almost at once. Seedorf. And it's made its way to him. It's crossed into the middle. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Numero 11. Numero 10. Ronaldinho. Numero 26. Makelele. Numero 17. Lasciano il
Van
campo
Bronckhorst.
il numero 13.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Il numero 7. Cambio di giocatori.
He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Kashiwa Reysol must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And it's played in. Nice interception, well timed.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And the through ball. He's found some space. And he's quick to get it clear again. Pass somewhat off target.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Good take, and is he in? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! And now they can clear their lines. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Pass is just off target.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Kashiwa Resol, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's having a shot! Ribéry. Nuno Mendes. Played into space.
Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Dixon. Van Bronckhorst, and he's been shifted off it. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Xavi. Chance here to counter. Van Bronckhorst. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Kashiwa Resol.
Are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That has been slung wide. He's on it, can he get away?
Ah, that's a fine interception.
Kashiwa Resol really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Ribéry. Nuno Mendes. Knocks it into space.
Mohamed Salah
Gets into a good position. Great ball if he can get there. Chance for a shot! Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence.
Decent chance! They just took too long getting forward.
Dembele simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nuno Mendes. Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Xavi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's bustling through here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ribery. Kokchu. And this is Dembele. Dembele!
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Mendes tries to clear. Dembele tries to play it through. Now it's Dembele. Oh, super ball. Ribery! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he shoots! It's there! And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And this is Ronaldo. Kokchu. Ribery. Stood up well to him there. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Kashua Reysol really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now that's well seen too. Xavi. Maldini. Good running, strong and purposeful. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Dixon. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Xavi. Great defending, strong and determined. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. Cannavaro. Great vision. Howson is the team's great visionary.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is a crunching tackle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, that is one way to stop him. Dembele. Ribery. Not the most accurate pass. Matheus Cunha. Crunching tackle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well read, nice interception. Dixon. Mbappe. And this is Dembele. Dembele. Roberto Carlos. Xavi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Xavi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, sweet feet. Nuno Mendes. Oh, well played. Roberto Carlos. Xavi. And it's Mendes. Can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. Baresi. And it's Xavi.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's in plenty of space here. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, that has not gone well. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, again, there's no way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Kashiwa Resol really could have done without this. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.